Edge of Eternity, Poetic Set Review. It came from where time breaks its spine, a fossil unbound by sequence. Iron-limbed and bitter of heart, he helms the void with a mind forged in letters. It walks unseen between the paths not taken, each football echoing through discarded destinies. From the raised fields of cavern she rises, weaving broken lights into new banners. Not all weapons roar, some hum, subtle hums beneath steel skin. A beam drawn from memory itself, cast not to destroy but to forget. Where silence thickens into mass, the whisper of creation lingers. A banner light in the outer dark, he chants the oaths of old constellations. Born beneath a collapsing sun, it is not a creature, but a culmination. He strikes not at midnight, but just before the system wakes. They never stop, even when no ship remains. They kneel before twin flames, one of fire, one of memory. An ancient maneuver, not of blades, but timing. A final heartbeat, steel bursts open, air screams, and the stars catch you. She radiates history, not light, but truth. A whisper of faith in mechanical form, arms built not to strike, but to hold. Orders cut through the static. One voice, calm in the chaos. Not fury, not frenzy, a single breath, a perfect shot. She walks with the echoes of gods, a mirror to the old constellations. It's not a cage, it's an idea, rendered in force. A single word, carved in stone, an echo of deeds unsung. Banner aloft, she rides into whispers, a knight whose valor is measured in unclaimed trophies. A beacon born in battle's heart, his blades ignites hope. Her eyes pierce hidden lies, light bending to truth's shape. On silent wings she glides, her hull humming ancient hymns. He kicks down the gates with radiant resolve. A cage made of light itself, holding prisoners not of flesh. A comet in pilot's form, she bends light. A strike that shines not in flesh but in clarity. Blade forged from errant rays, he fights with sharp conviction. Orders shift like currents, fleet dances to new rhythms. Rusty, battered, faithful, it glides through wreckage. She walks the husks of hope, searching silent ruins for echoes of living hearts. Not a tear, but a wound between threads of reality. An artifact born of forgotten worship, she sings in silent grace. A fledgling hero's trust, light measured in first sweeps. He guides the lost constellations, ensuring they stay in orbit. Helmet on, nerves steeled, she dances through debris. They stand at caverns of metal, never sleeping, always watching. Blessings wrapped in warmth, her presence heals. He plants the sun-star's flag, where none dared to land. Each strike of her hammer shapes radiance into purpose. Built to smash the darkness, its wedge of brilliance cleaves through the voided hull. A whisper strike woven with light. Flags whirl in solar breeze, not to intimidate, but to inspire. One word and spells vanish. Size becomes meaningless, atoms fold into themselves. Mind streamed into wire and glow. She carves skies like clay, reshaping weather. Its nose finds secrets buried in metal ribs. A ritual in starlight, charts shifting beneath her gaze. A frozen artifact, still and beautiful. Ice blooms, then snaps. Matter unmade, not destroyed. Chaos redirected, a disaster swallowed. A fragile diplomat encircled in steel. Awash in electrical fury, it towers amid storm. A wind-forged sword, cutting air to shreds. Silent footsteps cast across systems. It swallows beams like a void. He lives in shadows, wires, whispers, webs. An echo drifting light years, voice disconnected from body. Each cog and bolt a step towards purpose. He charts pathways where none exist. Shield clicks in place, a bond forged in steel. A creature of gears, pulse of piston. Thoughts turned, emotions dialed. Not a servant, a principle of partnership. Under the silver hush, reflections deepen. He stands at the eye, calm, silent, devouring noise. Tiny armor, tiny purpose. Questions origami folded across quantum fields. It combs the wreckage for redemption. He rebuilds himself gear by gear. He freezes breath, locks emotion in ice. Fragile cargo across void, life sealed in glass. Its body splits light, gravity pulls around it. Her voice resonates with the cosmos itself. Winds made visible, curved through starship halls. Swarm at his command, every piece of extension of his will. A floating laboratory where sound and substance merge. A silent pull, not with force but with fate. A single thread pulled and entire ideas disentangle. Thoughts sculpted as easily as sculptures. A vessel alive, its senses intent. Stride between strands of reality, where each step shifts the pattern. A legend carved in rock, her skin etched with ancient rune. A carefully whispered curse, single target poison. He carves the hills with beams of molten clarity. Metal and microbe, a living weapon. A singing choir that reverberates through nothingness. It roams impact craters. A shadow binds the soul, pain is felt but not seen. She listens to the stars, translates their static. Soften the atmosphere, then watch souls unravel. a bite that tastes the secrets. She mourns in cathedral runes, each tear a verse of memory. Close your eyes and the world falls away. A warship built on decay, its engines fed by entropy itself. They follow even as worlds crumble. It glides where gravity fails, its hull humming with potential. A blade fueled by gravity's pull, each swing warping weight. A strike that rips weight of flesh, sending bones floating. Sole carrier of compressed mass, it walks stability. She cuts iron like flesh, revealing silent secrets. A dagger of edge and echo, it strike both quiet and absolute. A lament sung by survivors, each line of survivor's vow. It scuttles in hunger, jaws clatter like machine guns. Her message in shadow, a doctrine spoken not in light but in void. It channels power for one purpose, feed the circuit. Guardian of a single creed, it stands unwavering. It pulls celestial bodies into its orbit. A tomb for millions, silent and solid. It digs through ruins for a chance at endless life. A void given form, she devours everything. She strikes at twilight when defenses dim. Music of sorrow, threads of decay, woven into melody. Born of silence, shaped by absence. He walks behind chaos, pruning life. A moment stolen for intervention. He erases paths once taken silently. Destined for destruction, its path straight as sorrow. Chained by conviction, his darkness was pierced. Tiny carrier of plague, devastation wrapped in chitin. Born in the vacuum, scarred by nothing. A whisper shared among the few. Bones hum under her touch. She conducts life like a living orchestra, reshaping flesh song. A melody of nothingness, notes that unbind matter, chords that unravel existence. A barrel's roar, the world quakes. She severes trust, ships stall might flat. Hungry for wreckage, it crunches metal and ruin. An apocalypse penned with mana, the cost high enough. Digging past warnings into bones of core. Barbaric charge, roar like weapons. All power poured into one shot. Blade aligned with charge, it tears sky and steel. They search, uninvited. She searches for ground, unstable or safe. Wings sharp as steel, it dives into chaos. Eyes ever watchful, he circles above. A restless machine, wired with fiery purpose, born of heat and forged in haste. Rocks shatter the sky, the earth itself answers the call of sudden violence. Fusion of metal and spirit, a relic humming with ancient power. Bearing scars of forgotten battles, leads comrades through ash and fire. Vault of memories, sealed tight with sorrow and hope, a shrine to the fallen. The unseen weaver of flesh and form, bending molecules with deft precision. From cosmic mists, a beast of stars descends. Fire incarnate, a comet of destruction. From the dark expanse above, a swift and merciless descent. Armored in ore and grit, a rolling fortress of ancient strength. A cruel covenant etched in agony. A flash of raw energy. Tinkerer of fate. Silent hunter of scarlet stripes. Fragments of forgotten worlds. Instruments of ruin loaded and primed beneath blood-red skies. Restless gears and pistons. Chaos unleashed. Reaper of decay. Scraping through slag and ruin, a relentless seeker of forgotten ore. Bending control of new hands, subverting order with coded whispers. A legend etched in iron will, a final plunge. Bulwark of Earth's fury, guardian of domain. Silent sentry beneath vaulted arcs. Flying fortress, guns blazing with unquenchable thirst. Forges burning with unending flame, crafting instruments of war and legend. Tracker of unseen threads, ardent in pursuit, weaving the fabric of conflict. Caretaker of steel beasts, a bubble of life in harsh expanse. Twisting genetics, explosion of life and light, petal and poison combined. Sentinel of hives and nests, the brush of fate. Words like vines, harvester of fate's threats, explorer of boundaries, gardener of alien wilds, societies shaped by unseen hands, colossal hunger. Beast unleashed, rampaging through the wilds with savage joy. Giant of decay and rebirth, traveler of stars, bearer of life's code, seedling of might, frozen titan, its jaws snap like icebergs calving. Grace in motion, parasite and partner, breaking frozen silence. Bolt in frozen wastes. First step into the unknown. Scoutling emerging from protective shell. Whip lashing through shadows. Place of preparation. Chronicler of frozen fate, weaving elegies for those lost in ice. Green pulse, a single mana thread, a tool forged by Camille's hands. The earth's heartbeat wrapped in green enchantment. Two green, two mana beasts, a rhythm of power. Behold the endless serpent reborn in flesh and metal. Green sorcery weaving through the fabric of the battlefields. Green ink penned, the youthful spark of wonder. A seed ship grounded not in stars but soil, capturing the sudden strike of nature's fury. A moment of broken flight, wings torn but spirit unyield. Green-hued wings beating with a sharp sting. A green seed ship armored for the long haul, bearing life across barren lands. Guardian woven from green threads of protection. The sacred bond of earth and being. Herald of spring's return. A legend forged in twilight's embrace, shadow and light. Half machine, half green heart, melding nature and artifice. Fiery blend, red and green, a creature at the bleeding edge of growth and invention. Green and black, swirling in chaotic power, the gulf that feeds the very fabric of existence. An amalgam born From synthesis, a creature that embodies unity. Green and blue mingled in constant rebirth. A cadet ascending the ranks of fate. A station where every path converges. An interceptor ready to strike, a sentinel of shadows and fire. Blue and red powers in restless conflict, spilling the cost of mutiny in crimson waves. An emissary of the pinnacle of power. A gastronomic master traveling the stars, wielding knife and flame with equal grace. A leader steering the sea ship's heart, engineer of progress and survival. A captain who leads with claws and courage, a legend shaped by battles and blood. A creature tending the brood of new life, ensuring the sea ship's future with careful watch. Rupturing time and space, tearing the very threads of reality apart. A glimpse into the fractures beneath the stars where casualty dissolves. A creature standing guard at the heart of the station, monitoring threats, both internal and beyond. The sun-star's exemplar, shining with dark rays, a champion of balance between light and dusk. The lucent figure glowing with both hope and menace, a continuation of legacy and power entwined, marked by past battles, bearing the emblem of those who came before. Etched in runes beyond mortal sight, a key to understanding fate's grand design. Standing as a monument of forgotten power, its slow steps echoing ancient legends. Gleaming with metallic resonance, a companion in the endless march of progress. A testament to the spirit that thrives despite hardship. Power forged in light and steel. Binding wearer of Dominion's will, a foundation for eternity. Rising ever upwards through infinity, a conduit between worlds and dreams. Firing volleys that snuff life's flames. Feeding roots and growth, sustaining the endless green circle. Crushing enemies with cold precision, a pinnacle of lethal design. Scanning the battlefield, gathering data. A torpedo charged with raw thaumaturgy. Pulsing with rhythmic power, a hive where magic and machine converge. Silencing foes with toxic intent, a shadow in the battlefield's green. A sweeper of threats, standing firm to guard the natural order. Its cliffs holding secrets and storms. Fertile ground for growth and evolution. A bridge between forces, where orders flow and plans take shape. A sanctuary stirring from slumber, where life awakens in vibrant bloom. Haunted lands where faith and desolation collide. A world built to remember, where memory shapes reality. A forge of both fire and faith, where sacred metal is hammered into destiny, creating artifacts of cosmic might. Primal land where earth and flame collide, a void altar where silence is sacred, a god core of titanic presence, power emanating from world's core, the heartbeat of divinity itself. Where death and water intertwine, a grave submerged beneath endless tides. The elemental canvases, the breath of all creation, steadfast and eternal, the foundation of every spell, every story, the primal rhythm of mana flowing through the world.